Hello everyone. Today I would like to give you a short talk on situation. First, the speaker said they was having a sale on specialty coffee and he suggested buying £2 for the price of one. Next, he said all their South American and Central American was on sale and the coffee was available whole bean and ground. After that, he said their coffee was located on aisle 5 next to produce section. Finally, he said there was a limit of £4 per customer. First, the speaker said hello to the passenger, and she said that was Green Line train to the airport. Next, she said, the specially marked seats were reserved for the physical challenged passenger, and smoking, drinking, and eating wasn't allowed. Finally, she said, next stop was Sandor Square, so she suggested transferring there to the Blue Line for all the uptown destinations. First, the speaker reminded all the members of the soccer game that the bus to the out-of-town game could leave in the front of the school at 3:30. So he suggested all the members being on the bus and ready to go by then. Next, he said the computer club would meet in the auditorium and the Spanish club would meet in the cafeteria. Finally, he said, due to the illness of several of its members, the graduation dance committee meeting has been postponed until the following week. First, the speaker said hello to her friend, and she said she thought her friend had already left home. Next, she said she was leaving a gym right then, and she had a great workout there. So she was very hungry and looking forward to dinner, and she suggested her friend not being late. After that, she said it would probably take her 20 minutes to get to the restaurant because she was gawking and she didn't want to have to park her car. Finally, she said goodbye to her friend. First, the speaker suggested the passenger moving to the back, and he announced the fare was $1.50, exact change only. Next, he suggested the passenger standing behind the white line and moving away from the door because he couldn't go anywhere until they let him close the door. Finally, he announced next stop was Fifth Avenue and the downtown shopping district. First, the speaker said to their right were several paintings by Picasso. Next, close examination showed the fine brushwork Picasso had used, and these paintings represented some of Picasso's lesser-known work and are worth among their recent acquisitions. After that, she suggested taking a restroom break next, and then continuing on the second floor where they could view some work by 19th century artists. And finally, she suggested starting in the east room, which housed the collection of pastoral landscapes. First, the speaker said to Smith that his table was ready then, and she suggested him following her, and she was telling him about the fact that she had kept him waiting. Next, she said They were very busy that night, and they had reserved for him a place by the window with a view of the garden. And then she suggested him hanging his coat right over there. Finally, she suggested him ordering some drink and appetizer first. First, the speaker suggested all the swimmers getting out of the water immediately, because dangerous thunderstorm was approaching. Next, he suggested all parents keeping an eye on their children, because there could be no running and no horsing around near the pool, or they may have to ask them to leave. Finally, he suggested staying away from the pool until the lifeguard indicated that was safe to return to the garden. First, the speaker got everyone's attention, and he said they would be closing in a few minutes, so he suggested bringing their books they wished to borrow to the check right then. And next, he said the book had checked out that day was due back on April 15th, and he said that would be a late fee for 25 cents a day, but he said they could renew their book by calling 6670923. Finally, he thanked for their passionate and suggested coming back soon again. First, the speaker said hello to her friend, and she said she has been waiting for her friend there at the airport, but her friend wasn't at the airport on time, although she thought her friend would pick her up. After that, she said her friend wasn't at the airport, and she also wasn't at the office, so she hoped her friend wasn't on her way to the airport, because she was going to take a taxi to the office. Finally, she said goodbye to her friend.